Hello everyone, myself Savita Punjabi. Before beginning with the formal speech, I would take this opportunity to express my gratitude towards COPS, that is Care of Public Safety Association, for organizing this elocution on government scholarships and their implementation. Nelson Mandela once rightly said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Thus, education is considered as an instrument to transform lives and empower society. Education fuels the intellects and creative minds, helping them to become global leaders, and this builds a strong nation. Even Article 21A of the Constitution talks about free education for all the children among the age group of 6 to 14 years. Right to education has become the most talked about topic nowadays. But for education, we require formal institutions called schools and colleges that charge high fees. Due to this, millions of learners with great learning capacity are devoid of fulfilling their dreams of higher education due to their financial constraints. They are not able to pay fees, and as a result, they leave their education. This is where the role of government scholarships begin. Here, the scholarships is not just about money. They are about opportunity, hope and empowerment. They ensure that no talent is wasted simply because the student could not afford to pay fees. Government scholarships are introduced with the objectives of supporting financially weak students, encouraging academic excellence, reducing educational inequalities, empowering marginalized and minority groups, building a skilled, confident and inclusive generation. There are various types of scholarships offered for the students by central government and state government. Central government schemes can be applied through national scholarship portals, that is a unified way for multiple schemes. Prime Minister's Scholarship, Inspire, AICTE, Pragati, Saksham, Rajashri Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj Scholarship. These are central government schemes. And at state level, we have standard 5th and 8th scholarship via Maharashtra State Council of Examination, post-matric scholarships for SC, ST, OBC, minority students, minority scholarships including foreign study grants, persons with disability scholarships, earn and learn schemes for girls, overall scholarships for SC or Neo-Buddhist students, overseas scholarships. But let us have a look at the statistics of Maharashtra. Scholarships actually availed in 2025 were 9.1 lakh students who appeared for standard 8. 5th and 8th scholarship exams, but only 31,786 qualified. That means only 22.1%, 68% rest were left out without scholarship. In the earlier years, if we go beyond, the figures are still less. Thus, there exists a big gap in the allocated amount and in the availed benefit due to various reasons. For applying the scholarship, various initiatives government has taken, that is digital application via NSP and MahaDPT portals, multi-level verification, institutional level, district level, state and national level, direct benefit transfer, that is funds are sent directly to the student's bank account, online monitoring is done, real-time dashboard is provided for the same, but there are still challenges that are being faced in the implementation, like complicated process. There are lengthy forms, multiple documents required, technical glitches, delayed disbursement, low awareness level, that is the basic problem. Rural and tribal areas, people don't know that these scholarships exist. SC, ST, they don't even know about the definition of minority. Like several students from Muslim community, Christian, Sikh, Buddhist, Jain, Parsi, they do not apply because they simply are unaware that they qualify as minorities. There are high dropout rates. Inefficient grievance redressal system is there for the students who face difficulties resolving rejected or delayed applications. So because of this, no awareness. Even Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj scholarship is available for open category students. Students are not aware of it. So there are certain strong suggestions for better implementation. The process should be simplified. There should be single unified portal. Autofill system should be there, that should be linked to Aadhaar, DigiLocker, school database. Make the portals mobile friendly. Launch awareness campaigns in the state-wide. Scholarship help desk should be provided at every taluka and district level. Publish clear guidelines on eligibility. Define minority properly in local languages. Collaborate with NGOs. Ensure timely disbursement. Fix strict timelines. Use automatic reminders for pending approvals. improve transparency, 100% DBT guaranteed should go into the student's bank account, real-time dashboards should be provided, focus on rural and marginalized students, make a student-friendly support system with chatbot-based support 24/7 helpline, connect college NAC grade points and awards for the schools for assisting more students for availing scholarships, encourage companies to take this as a CSR activity. Thus, to conclude, we can say if all of us take collaborative efforts, government scholarships are not just financial aid, they are bridges to equality and opportunity. Please remember, scholarship today is an investment in the leaders of tomorrow. So let us all take the charge to make this mission successful and ensure that no dreams are shattered just because of the financial constraints. Thank you everyone. Thank you.